Okay, let's talk about that paper trail. You know the one that never ever seems to end. We're going to dive into how you can build a smart, simple system for any technical office. We'll use AI to manage the entire life of a document, from its chaotic arrival all the way to its final approval, and we'll track everything with crystal clear KPIs. So if you've ever worked on a technical project, this slide probably feels a little too real, right? I'm talking about the daily grind. It's all running on these disorganized WhatsApp groups, emails scattered everywhere, phone calls that just vanish, and that one single massive Excel sheet that someone has to update by hand to hold the whole thing together. Honestly, it's a perfect recipe for chaos. And this slide, wow, this just lays it all out. On the left, you've got the traditional office. Chaotic, stressful, and you have no idea what's going on. Then on the right, you have the automated office, controlled, transparent, and super efficient. Today, we're going to show you the blueprint to get from that chaos on the left to that control on the right. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll take a hard look at the chaos. Then, we'll introduce the smart system designed to fix it. After that, we'll walk through the automated workflow step by step, see how it turns raw data into real insight, and finally, check out the end result, a true control center. All right, let's kick things off by really defining the problem. What does this daily chaos actually look like, and what kind of damage is it doing? Well, the fallout from doing everything by hand is pretty severe. We're talking about constant delays, documents getting lost in the shuffle, and engineers who are under this incredible pressure just to keep things from completely falling apart. And all the while, management has no real visibility into what's going on. Because, let's be honest, tools like WhatsApp and email were never built for project tracking. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's get to the solution. How do we take this random, messy flow of information and turn it into a structured digital process that actually works? The system is built on 4 really simple but powerful layers. It all starts at the top with intake channels. These are the tools your team already knows and uses. Next up is the automation and AI core. This is the real brains of the operation. The third layer is document control, and this is where human expertise comes in. And finally, everything flows down into a performance dashboard, giving management a clear, top-down view of everything. Now for the fun part. Let's see how the system actually works in the real world. We're going to follow a single document, step by step, from the exact moment it arrives. So we're going to follow this document through 7 distinct stages. First is the intake, then it's automatically logged. After that, an AI pre-check. Then comes the human engineer review, the correction loop, and finally, final approval. And all of this feeds right into the KPI dashboard. It all kicks off so simply. A contractor sends in a document, say a shop drawing, which is just a detailed construction plan, and they can drop it into WhatsApp, send it as an email, or log it through a basic form. The moment it lands, the system shoots back an instant reply, confirming it's been received and giving it a unique reference number. That, "Hey, did you get my file?" phone call? Yeah, that's officially a thing of the past. And boom, instantly, the system is already at work. A brand new row just appears in the project register. The document ID, all the details, it's all logged, and the status immediately gets marked as received. Just like that, the tedious job of manual data entry for new documents is gone. Okay, now the AI takes over. Using a tool like Power Automate or Make.com, it actually reads the document, figures out its type and discipline, and runs a quick check to make sure it's complete. And you'll see the status immediately updates to under AI check, saving the engineer from all that initial, boring admin work. Now, this is a really, really crucial point. The AI is an assistant, not an approver. It's not making any technical decisions or judgments. It's just organizing the file, checking for things like missing pages or wrong file names, and whipping up a quick summary. It's all about helping the human expert focus on what really matters, the technical review. And this is where that human expertise is absolutely critical. The engineer opens the PDF, adds their technical comments and markups, and saves it. The system then logs the status as under engineer and review. The AI can even jump back in here to summarize all those comments into a clean list for the contractor. Pretty cool, right? So once the review is done, the comments are automatically sent right back to the contractor using the exact same channel they used to send the file in the first place. And the status in the log? It instantly flips to returned for correction. There's absolutely zero confusion about where that document stands. After the contractor sends in the revised version, it goes through one last check. As soon as it meets all the requirements, the engineer gives the final sign-off. The system doesn't just change the status to approved, it also automatically files away the final version in the right secure folder. The loop is officially and cleanly closed. So that's the journey of just one document. But the real power, the real magic, happens when you scale this across hundreds or even thousands of files. Let's take a look at how all this data builds a much bigger, much more valuable picture. And if you want to see the impact in just one number, check this out. By automating just the logging and searching process, teams can cut down that wasted admin time by up to 95%. That isn't just time saved, that's engineering talent that gets to go back to doing actual engineering instead of paperwork. Because every single step is tracked, the management dashboard just comes alive with real, actionable data. You're not guessing anymore. You can see exactly how many documents are pending, the average review times, approval rates, and, critically, where the bottlenecks are. You can filter by project, by discipline, or even by engineer to make decisions based on facts, not just feeling. So what does all of this really add up to? What's the ultimate outcome of putting a system like this in place? The results you see are real, and they happen fast. Wasted admin time is pretty much gone. Costly errors from using the wrong document version are practically eliminated. Communication becomes standardized and crystal clear. And making data-driven decisions, that stops being a goal. It just becomes the new way you work. You know, there's a line from the source material that just says it all. The office transforms from a pressure center to a control center. You are fundamentally changing the nature of the work, moving from this reactive, chaotic environment to a strategic hub that drives projects forward with total confidence. So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with a question to think about. In your own daily flood of emails and documents, what's the single biggest bottleneck you could completely eliminate with a system like this?